Turkey 873, contact Detroit 118.95, good day.
Departure for 873, thanks for the help.
Turkey 13 uniform, I'll call your base turn to allow one departure.
3 uniform.
You don't have lane on there. I was going to say, put your cursor up there between. Oh.
Charlie Delta, fly runway heading, runway 6, clear for takeoff, wind 3330 at 9 or gust 16.
That was for you.
Hey, Charlie Delta, clear for takeoff, runway 6.
Runway heading.
Fly runway heading.
A gaggle of geese on final?
Gaggle of geese.
Turkey 13 uniform, base turn your discretion, one departure prior to your arrival, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Clear for touch and go, runway 6.
Look at your windsock. Yep.
Wind 360 at 7, gust 16.
Pressure in the green. Pulling back some airspeed.
Takes longer to get off with 3 souls.
What they're telling me.
You just experienced it.
I think Jay might have had an extra donut or something while we were there. Seemed a lot harder getting off on the way back.
Runway's a lot shorter.
That's the truth.
Turkey 8 Charlie Delta, contact Detroit 118.95, good day.
Hey, Charlie Delta to Detroit, 118.95.
Full call sign, the altitude you're out of, the altitude you're going, and the runway heading.
Detroit approach, Archer 818, Charlie Delta, out of 1,500 for 3,000, heading 060.
Archer 818, Charlie Delta, Detroit departure, good morning, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000, and when able, proceed direct Flint.
Hey, Charlie Delta, climb, maintain 4,000, direct Flint.
Turn the ADF card first.
Flagship 3578, turn another 10 degrees right, just to maintain 5,000.
10 degrees to the right.
Then pull the skinny knob out.
35.
Pull it out.
It did.
Now turn it till you got Flint where it says lane. Now push it in. Now push, disregard. Pull it back out. Turn it so it reads Flint. Now push direct. Now push enter. Now what's the new course? Come on. The new course to Flint is there.
040?
004. 004. Now turn the airplane about 50 degrees. And then push that button back in on your GPS. You got her. Ah.
All right, 873, turn left.
So you can push it if you like now, but fly your airplane first. It's just telling you you're going in Class B.
But I'm already in, so.
Which not a big deal. We're on an IFR clearance. That's the beauty of the IFR clearance. They do all your driving for you.
I'm going to go a little by because I'm not.
What's your outside air temp?
All right, 736 from Yips.
2.
Maintain.
So I suggest you turn on your P.E.
ILS RWY 5.
So you want to turn that on before you take off. That way you don't even have to think about it. But you do want to look out at the outside air temp, especially in this time of the year.
Approach 134.3, good day.
Now look at your track versus your desired track.
I was catching up a bit here.
Okay. That's good. You're working on it. You're doing fine then. That will work.
Flight 3578, contact approach 124.05, good day.
124.05, like 3578.
Now we went to 4,000 when we came down and we didn't get any ice. But doesn't mean that just because the day is later, the front could have moved, the temperature could be colder. So there's always the probability.
Yeah, I'm at 1 degree now.
I'm hearing you read it to me. That's why I was advising you why.
Alright, 73.
Even though it's later in the day, but that front probably moved, so that means the temperature is going to be colder. But we're going to be on top anyhow, so who cares? Well, we'll be in between layers, but we'll still be out of the clouds.
500, go.
Okay, you could bring your mixture back to 14.
Oh, we are going to get up on top a little bit here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
300 to go.
And we get off the runway, and what does the guy do? Immediately clears us direct to Flint.
Yeah.
Now, how could you figure that one?
Got lucky. Thought I was going to speed it up there, didn't you, Mike?
I'm watching. I'm waiting. I know you're going to adjust. You'll figure it out.
Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous.
I got faith. Now, doing your waltz, are you?
I am.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm coming down to 4.
Oh, okay. Well, in a minute, we're going to be right on by. Cruise checklist.
Affirm.
Push autopilot, heading and altitude. Now cruise checklist.
Yeah, you just don't get sites like this VFR.
No, sir.
Fantastic.
We're VFR.
Well, yeah. Temporarily. Cruise power. I got mixture.
Wait, read the climb.
Flaps electric fuel pump.
Good.
I don't know why you don't like that fuel pump on.
Cuz? Want to make sure the mechanical one's working. That's cuz. That's my cuz.
Oh. All while life is good and quiet.
4010, visibility 10. Ceiling 1000 overcast, temperature 7, dew point 4, altimeter 2981. ILS runway 27 approach in use. No stairman. Taxiway Alpha closed north of Taxiway Charlie. Taxiways Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 closed. As this weather information, sky estimates for Michigan and surrounding areas available on IWAS Flight Watch flight service frequencies. Caution for birds in the vicinity of the airport. Departing aircraft contact clearance delivery on ground control frequency 121.9er. Arriving aircraft and overflights contact Flint approach on 118.8. Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet. Bishop Airport information Juliet 1553 Zulu weather. Wind 34010. Visibility 10. Ceiling 1000 overcast. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. Altimeter 2981. ILS runway 27 approach in use.
All right, now if we were on any kind of a cross country, what's our outside air temp?
Half Celsius.
So if I was bumping along right here, I'd immediately be asking for higher. I said if I was on a longer cross country, we only got 34 miles to go.
You do that to be more out of the icing range?
Absolutely, out of the clouds. You got to have two things to get ice. What are they?
Visible moisture and freezing temperatures.
Correct. So we can fly all day in clear air.
7-8.
Yep. Tachometer. So if the tachometer was dropping, what might we have?
Icing.
So bring on carburetor heat.
10,000 and 250.
Bring it right on.
Good morning, flooding 050.
Now watch your tachometer.
Course runway 27 left.
050, vectors, localizer, back course 27 left.
Now push her back.
Not
up.
much change.
No change.
371 East Quebec is current there, the 13209er, visibility 8 miles, ceiling 1,300 broken, 2,000 overcast.
I'm going to take you an ILS.
78.
I would say.
We have a go back.
Since that's the approach is being advertised, unless you want to do something different.
Maintain 7,000.
I will do that.
Going to maintain 7,000, Transat 0371.
9.9.
See, now again,
9.9 I got.
this is what I was talking about.
9.9 I got. Have to.
Now, if you got a barber
Arbor, I know. Yeah.
okay.
274. 7. 4.
What's our outside air temp?
Quarter.
Quarter, eh? Okay.
We're just starting to nudge the 0 mark.
Okay.
And hit procedure. Approach. Okay. All is right with the world.
So far, I agree.
I'm going to hand fly till I get rid of my barber pole.
Your baby. You get to do what you want. Now that you've recognized that, move your heading box so your target's someplace different.
Approach, exit jet 920, 12 for 9,000 Quebec.
Stitcher 920 Detroit, good morning, depart Spartan, heading 090, vectors for the localizer, back course runway 27 left.
Okay, Spartan 090, and we'll expect back course, exit jet 920.
Something's not right with that. GPS.
So on your number 2 nav, push your flip-flop button. Center with a 2.
For 9846 Golf, Detroit approach, good morning, no weather available for the Manitoulin Airport, say your approach request.
Now it's coming back alive over here. Oh.
Turn it till it centers with a 2. You went way past.
Looks like rime on the windscreen.
Did you get any ice from 10 to 7?
Looks like rain on the windscreen so far.
That doesn't look like rime down low.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that might be good. Good eyes.
So maintain 5,000 and let me know if you get anything there.
So to maintain 5,000, we'll let you know, Transat.
Not trying to interrupt.
I've been waiting for it to happen. That's why. I want.
Where do you see it? I don't see
on
it.
the windscreen, right down here.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Look on the leading edge of your temperature probe.
I was checking that. It looks pretty clean to me.
Oh, it's still clean?
Yeah, and the rime's almost melting off now too.
Okay, well.
It formed for a second.
We're coming and going.
Yeah.
So,
right on the edge.
It's still there. We're right on the edge. And we're right on the edge of the sunshine, too.
Yeah, exactly.
We're on the edge of being on top. Another 1,000 feet we'd be on top. Oh, now we are. Yeah, watch up here, Wayne. You're going to see all this melt off.
Hold on a minute.
Now push nav, NAV. Now, over there, it's on your side too. And you'll see it coming off.
That just looked like wet to me.
Detroit AC 4930 level 4000.
It is.
Trey, good morning.
Yeah, it's borderline.
It's borderline.
Right on it.
I can't see any end.
Just want to maintain 6,000.
I don't see anything there.
6000.
Nothing on a leading edge.
Alright, well, now I should be able to get my...
You got the VOR in there. You don't have the localizer. I had you put that in there because you thought we were having
a navigation issue.
issue. So when in doubt, we go to something we know.
Golf, are you out of the ice now at 5?
Now the heading bug is not functional when you have it in the nav.
Yeah, we're on the nav mode. That's why I didn't turn the heading bug.
Just
actually
move it to the nose.
Doesn't matter, so yeah, exactly.
Just in the event the autopilot disconnects.
Section 920, traffic 11 o'clock, 8 miles southbound at 5, a Cessna 172.
Okay, we're looking at exit 920.
We're right over Brighton now.
Detroit approach, Trends Auto 371, we're at 5,000, we're still above the lower layer, no ice.
Trends Auto 371, thanks. AC 4930, are you in a layer now at 4?
AC 4930, currently on top.
Okay. Air 46 Golf, you proceed direct to Salem VOR. Air 46 Golf, what was the type and intensity of the ice? What would you call it? Okay, thanks.
See, that same guy is probably handling 2 different frequencies. That's why you can't hear that airplane.
What do you think, north and south departure?
4. Oh, 1895, 27.5, and there's two other frequencies that
Maintain 4,000, Trends Auto 3.
are associated with Detroit approach.
Okay.
Depends on how much traffic there is and how much personnel they have on staff, and that's a bit, I guess.
Traffic inside for exit 920.
Section 920, thanks.
So we're still at 0 over there on our outside air temp?
I can still see the 0 mark.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Section 920, just want to maintain 5,000.
5,000, exit 920.
Number 8, Charlie Delta, contact Flint approach, 118.8, good day.
8 Charlie Delta to Flint approach, 118.8. Flint approach, Archer 818 Charlie Delta at 4,000.
Archer 818 Charlie Delta, Flint approach, Flint altimeter 2983, verify information Juliet.
8 Charlie Delta, affirmative Juliet, would like ILS 27.
Archer 8 Charlie Delta, expect the ILS RWY 27, you'll be number 2 for the airport.
8 Charlie Delta.
Remember that transmitting range is like a cone.
Approach HAC.
So we are probably still well due south of that cone. And you can see that needle moving, bouncing. So we're right on the fringe. So I wouldn't be in that, you know, when you get closer, then you want to identify it.
AC 4930.
AC 4930, are you on the clouds?
AC 4930, we've been on top, but we just popped into them.
AC 4930, Roger. Appreciate any tops or any base or icing reports.
AC 4930, we'll let you know. We're kind of skimming the top at 4,000.
We're just hitting the 0 mark now.
Yeah. And you can also say, Flint, 8 Charlie Delta has a PIREP. I'm just on the top at 4,000 and the outside air temp is 0 degrees C.
Flint, 8 Charlie Delta with a PIREP.
8 Charlie Delta, go ahead.
8 Charlie Delta is on top at 4,000 with outside air temperature 0 degrees C.
Archer 8 Charlie Delta, Roger, thank you.
8 Charlie Delta.
Archer 8 Charlie Delta, fly heading 040, vector ILS 27 approach.
8 Charlie Delta to 040.
This is the most disconcerting when you're right on the edge because you're in and out. Say, do I look inside or do I look outside? You need to look inside. That's right.
So now that he's vectoring me, I can go ahead and activate my procedure. Which means I can then go to my 0.9.
AC 4930.
See, now that you've switched to that, you're getting a nav flag. That automatically tells you you're not receiving. And now it's disappeared, so you're right on the ragged edge. So there, put in the final approach course, and then you can identify.
Something, but it's very distant yet.
H4930, turn right heading 350.
Agreed.
Except for AC 4930, right turn 350.
Have you reviewed the plate or are you along for the ride?
No, I've reviewed it.
I don't think so.
All right, well, we did it much earlier, but let me go again, 1099, 1099. My landing is at 770. I got ATIS, we can flop him over now. Got 188, I can go to 63.
Good.
To 63. Marker beacons on and tested. Course is set. And I'm going to be crossing Harrow at 2,800, stored at 2,000, and 1,000 for my decision altitude. Missed approach.
The ATIS said it was 1,000 over. So we should come out of the clouds at what altitude?
1,800.
Right around there, yes sir. Very good. So we know it's not really close, but they already told us they had 10 miles viz below it because of the, you know, when you got a strong wind, you usually got good visibility. Usually. Not always.
One, I should put on my fog L's.
I don't care. You're IMC right now. Why? I mean, it's up to you.
AC 4930 is 6.5 miles from Dort. Turn left, heading 300. Maintain 3,000 to establish localizer. Cleared ILS 27 approach.
AC 4930 left.
What's our outside air temp?
3,000 to establish for the ILS localizer.
Right on 0.
The ILS runway.
Right on 0.
Don't see any ice.
So that temperature probe is where you want to look.
Yep.
Me, I look over here at this door stop on the leading edge of it.
Can't see that.
Oh, I know you can. I'm just saying me over here.
AC 4930, descend and maintain 2,300 until established. You're going to be joining, looks like about 2.5 miles outside of...
I push the button, the nav flag pops up.
AC 4930, roger, 2,300 until established, and that will work for us. Thank you.
Right on the edge. Of the reception range.
AC 4930, contact.
Jay, the localizer antenna broadcasts out at a cone shape. So when you're south of that cone,
Not picking it up.
you're not picking it up. So that's why you see what you see going back and forth on the two nav instruments.
Makes total sense.
And then on your iPad, you should see your airplane coming up on your ILS 27 if you have it like that. See that?
Yep.
Okay.
Staying at 0, but nothing cooking.
Well, that's good. So we can't experience any ice today.
Not that we were trying to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want him to experience it. I want him to see it. You have to have healthy respect, and it's not the game to see how much you can accumulate, but how quick you can get out of it. That's the game.
Yeah, understood. So you would wait to beginning descent to put carburetor heat on?
I suppose. I don't know.
Anywhere in there, huh?
Maybe. I might bring it on now. I don't know. Just depends on my mood. Who knows? I don't have a hard and fast rule. Now, when I bring the power back, I'm going to bring it on. But right now, I don't think I'm picking up any because my tachometer's staying fairly close. I have my mixture leaned, which is helping heat the engine more than in normal operation. When I give it full rich, if I were to do that, and I don't want you to,
cool down.
You would cool your engine down considerably. Then you'd have the better opportunity to pick up the carburetor ice. You can get it from 20 degrees to 80 degrees. All depends on the amount of moisture in the air, in the fuel, the outside temperature, the Venturi effect. That's the air, the fuel flowing over that plate. Yeah, we're not getting any today. Maybe tomorrow. Wait a minute. Disregard. We are. It's right on all over the windscreen. Look at it.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was seeing. That's it. Just like it started before.
That's how you see it.
It's just rime.
That's what it is. That's correct. It's rime ice. But as soon as we descend 1,000 feet, we should get it out.
Yeah.
Get out of it. You'll see it easier on the windscreen here. Wherever there's curvature on them.
Charlie Delta, turn left heading 010.
8 Charlie Delta, left 010.
Let's disconnect the autopilot. It's taking way too long.
Affirmative.
You're watching it. When the autopilot makes a turn, Jay, it should be at standard rate, so that turn coordinator should be over there on that doghouse.
Okay.
Or that little white mark.
Charlie Delta, CRJ that just landed, reported basis 1,800. Light rain on the clouds with 4 to 5 miles of visibility.
8 Charlie Delta, request out of 4,000 to 3,000.
Sure, Charlie Delta, descend and maintain 3,000.
Charlie Delta out of 4 for 3,000.
Carburetor heat and power back 22. Light grip there, thank you. We can't go down if you don't let it go. There, now we're going down. Two fingers and a thumb. Now, when the winter weather stows up, that electric trim motor does not like cold temperature, and it typically kicks out a lot. So when I'm gone and you keep flying this thing in the winter, don't be surprised. It wasn't me doing it. I sent emails to it.
I do think you have some electronic controls that we don't know about. This Mike's little drone, Aura, 300 to go.
What's the final approach course?
274.
What altitude we cross the door?
2,000.
What's the DH?
1,000.
What's the missed approach?
I'm to 3,000 direct to the Flint BOR.
Patley.
Patley.
Good job though.
I was seeing that.
I know. That's Patley FN.
Charlie Delta, 7 miles from Dort, turn left heading 315, maintain 3,000 to establish on localizer, cleared ILS 27 approach.
Charlie Delta left 315, maintain 3,000, cleared for the approach.
3 Charlie Delta, contact Flint Tower 126.3.
Hey, Charlie Delta to Tower 126.3. Flint Tower, 8 Charlie Delta, inbound ILS 27.
Archer 18 Charlie Delta, Flint Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
8 Charlie Delta, cleared to land 27.
Land 79 Quebec, contact departure on 118.8, have a safe flight.
118.8, 79 Quebec, thank you.
You're correct, Ken. I'd left the power where you had it. Oh no, you're on the glide slope.
Came in.
Disregard. Forget what Mike Marvin said. He's not paying attention.
Considered forgotten.
Ground speed's
96, so I'm looking for 475-ish.
Yeah, good.
A little low on the speed.
But you're pulling back, and we're not going down. Airspeed tachometer.
A pretty good wind, I guess.
Hellacious. Hellacious.
You have runway in sight?
Yeah, keep flying on the gauges.
Affirmative.
You keep turning left, and the CDI says it's still to the right, which it is. But you don't believe it, because you said, oh, I see the runway out there.
I believe it.
But you got to fly more right then. Why'd you add power? We're above the glide.
Slow.
Well, our speed is way above 100. We're still way above 100. We're way too much power. There. Now power back to 15. Now 1 notch flap. Now you're going to have a good crosswind off the right. Wait till you get lower. Wait till you get lower. More flap. Less power. right aileron. Don't worry about anything. Just keep us on the center line. Perfect. Perfect. Get the power all the way off. Thank you. Perfect. Couldn't have done better myself.
Did you get that on tape, Jay? I got that on tape.
Dead serious. That was excellent landing.
That was a very good job.
Super job.
Fantastic.
Tell them our destination Golf Tees.
Flint Tower, HR Delta destination Golf Tees.
Archer Charlie Delta, Roger. You can make a 180 on the runway, turn right on Alpha, taxi to Golf Tees via Alpha Echo, remain this frequency.
HR Delta 180 on the runway, right on to Alpha, Alpha Echo to the Golf Tees, remain on this frequency.